1008 TVU Sports. We are in the building, man. We're in the studio of the New Orleans famous Top 5 show. And today we about to bring you the 9 and 10-year-old division. And I am here with my main man, Coach Torrey Martin, back in the fold.
What's up, my dude?
Back in the fold.
Yes, sir.
9 and 10 coach.
Yes, sir.
And we about to do the 9 and 10-year-old Top 5 division with special guest, Torrey Martin. What's up with you?
Let's do this, man.
First of all, we're going to start off with the honorable mention that I like to do.
Right.
And the first honorable mention I want to talk about
Let's do it.
is Norman. Your team, the Norman Wildcats. I know Troy. I know Monty. I know Russ made that team. What else is Norman bringing to make y'all be a contender this year?
We got some kids that just coming around, cool. We have the Ant-Man. You know, we pretty much young up front, but we develop them. You know, my biggest thing, I love developing kids. So right now we're developing them, getting them where they need to be, and I think we're gonna be all right, man.
And the second honorable mention team I want to talk about is
The Goretti Saints.
the Goretti Saints. And you've been around, your team scrimmage Goretti.
Yes.
What do you see in Goretti that makes them a special team at 9 and 10?
Man, let me tell you, bro. Goretti always come with that toughness, man. You know,
Gotta be tough.
I like that slogan. You know, you gotta be tough to wear that G.
Gotta be
you know,
tough to wear that G, right.
You know, they gonna bring it year in, year out. You know, and they get it up there up front, man, in the trenches. So you know, they gonna bring it too, man.
So Goretti and Norman are our honorable mentions in the top 5. Let's dive right into the top 5. And we're gonna get it started with our number 5 team, the Pontchartrain Patriots.
Yes, sir.
What do you see about the Pontchartrain Patriots going in with Coach Chuck in the game?
Well, I know Coach Chuck is a good coach,
I agree.
and I know he's a coach that's going to, you know, get it from like your favorite quote, get it in from the mud.
Okay.
You know, so gonna get it in with them kids. He gonna coach them up. You know, coaching. Chuck it like to me like one of those old school throwback type coaches. That's gonna, you know, just get in there with him, and he, to me, he come off as a mild mannered coach, but I know he got that punch with him too, though, coach.
Because when you think about a Pontchartrain team this year, they don't have the big names on the team.
Right.
So
Right.
whatever going on with the Pontchartrain this year is going to pretty much be on Chuck there as a coach.
Yes, sir.
So right now, this year at the number 5 spot, Pontchartrain Patriots, Chucky got to wear that spot.
And I think he's gonna wear it good, man, because you know, around the league, man, he been doing it for a couple of years on the 9 and 10, and he always been a consistent coach, man.
Yeah,
so
I buy that.
we know that he's gonna get it in with them boys, man.
Let's move on to number 4, the Milne Raiders.
D2
The
champions.
D2 champions of 2017.
Yeah.
Last year they was led by 357, which all them boys moved on. When you think about Milne, what do you think about with Coach Brian and his crew?
Well, we scrimmaged Coach Brown over at Harrell, Coach. So, you know, what I seen from him, man, you know, that's another team that was like coming up front. You know, they looked like they was a very like disciplined team, man. You know, they working it, but you see some wrinkles that they gotta work on.
Okay.
But Brian looked like he's a coach that's going to have them boys right at the right time. So, you know, don't sleep on Milne. I just say don't sleep on him.
And I tell you what I'm excited to see about Milne is the acquisition of Deuce.
Yeah.
Now Deuce on that team, I seen Deuce play the other day and Deuce looked good, but Deuce got loose.
Okay.
So I'm happy that Deuce on the team. And this other kid, Coach Simpson,
Yeah.
he said they called him Chicken Man.
Chicken man.
He said they called him Chicken Man.
So
Coach Sim put a lot of pressure on his son this year to show and prove. So this year for the Milne 9-10, I'm looking for Coach Simpson to make some noise because his daddy said his son is that dude.
well, let me tell you, when you put that dog on bullseye over your son like that, you know, you better come back with that noise because if you don't come with it, you know it's gonna be a talk of the town. Oh, Chicken Man, and the Chicken Man lay down, Coach Sip, you better do what you gotta do with your son, man, because look, it's 9 and 10 ain't no joke.
Let's move on. The number 3 team on the power rankings, we have the McHugh Eagles.
I love this part, Coach.
I love their coaches at this point.
Yeah, I love this part, Coach.
Tell me what you love and what you know about the McHugh Eagles 9 and 10-year-old team.
Man, my dude, Jamal, man.
Jamal, huh?
I just love Maul. You know, Maul is another one, like a throwback.
Okay.
A throwback coach that that ain't gonna play with them boys. You know, he's a coach that's gonna demand respect.
Yes.
You know, you ain't gonna play with Maul. If Maul tell you to do something, you better get there and do it, because if you're not, you're gonna be sitting on that sideline.
And that's the one thing I respect about Maul, from even asking about him around the city. The one thing people say about Maul is he gonna get the best out of his boys.
Oh yeah.
Like, he might not come in with the big name players like Hunt Train this year, but Maul is going to get the best out of his boys and make his boys big name.
And cool, I've been seeing Maul doing this since 5 and 6. So Maul ain't just started doing this on the 9 and 10-year-old level. Maul like one of those throwback coaches too. So he been doing it for a while. He been around a while. You know, he been moving up. You know, he moved up to the 9 and 10-year-old level, and you know, he really been consistent with it, man.
And Maul and McHugh Eagles, and I'm hyped to see how McHugh gonna stand up from a disappointing semifinal loss last year to Willie Hall.
Okay. On
the last play of the game, dude dropped the ball in the end zone. Wow. They could have been in the championship. So do they have a chip on their shoulder losing like they lost last year?
Man, you know, I didn't see the game, but you know, having a devastating loss like that, man, you know, that's saying something. So coming back from a year removed from that happening, I believe the team is going to come back with a chip on their shoulder.
And Jonathan, Coach Jonathan, I'm anxious to see how he's going to make his offense work.
Yeah.
Because me talking to Coach Derek a while back, one time he told me Jonathan is predictable.
Okay.
But let's see the type of firepower that Jonathan used this year with his offense, see how he's going to move the ball.
Well, another thing, man, you know, we have McHugh Eagles week 1, so
you got to see him.
Yeah, we got to see him week 1, and I know they're going to come with it, man. You know, they're not no pushover type team.
They've never been that. That's the Park, like I said. They really, really get it out the mud.
Yes, sir.
No bathrooms, no clubhouse, no water fountain. Like, they get it out the mud at McHugh. And I think that's why Maul and Jonathan get the best out of their ball.
And with teams like that and parks like that, you know, it just makes the kids more hungry. I think the kids be wanting a little bit more because ain't nothing given. So when ain't nothing given to you, you got to go take everything.
Yes. But let's move on to the number 2 team in the top 5 power rankings. And you know who this team is.
Yes, sir. Those Panthers, man.
The Willie Hall Panthers.
Yes, sir.
And they led by probably, in my opinion, one of the most electrifying players in this division.
Yeah.
The key.
Yeah, man. When you see this kid, man, on offense and defense, you know, and if you behind him, all you do, you see them doggone dreads moving.
The dreads moving.
He's moving. This kid can flat out fly, Coach. This kid is like a kid that's gonna give you 100% on both sides of the ball. So I really like what this kid brings to the table. And another thing about this kid, this one of the kids that when we lost to Willie Hall 2014 in the championship, this kid was one who scored that touchdown.
Okay.
You know, so this kid been bringing. He ain't just started.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
As a coach, how do you defend that kid? Like, what's the game plan when you got to defend a kid like Keith?
Man, it's tough.
Kid like Keith, y'all like that for his name?
Yeah, man, it's tough, man, because you know, we still talking about kids, and some kids, you know, you don't know how they're gonna come, man.
Right.
You know, one week they might have a down game, and one week they might just lift themselves up and like, look, I had a down game. Look, I'm coming with that punch this week.
Okay.
And what I see about Keith, you know, that's one that they talk about on that park, man. So this kid really the truth, Cole.
And then the other kid they got there.
Oh man, the beast up front.
You call him the beast up front?
The beast up front.
Y'all know who that is, man. I like to call him LBC.
Yeah.
That means Lil Big Chad. Yeah, he Lil Big Chad to me.
Yeah.
But blocking him.
How
do you do that?
Man, let me tell you something, man. We went against this kid Sunday, and this kid is like a roll. What you call a bowling ball, man. This kid is just he hitting that gap and he's coming through, man. So you know, sometimes you ain't gonna be able to block no one. You ain't gonna be able to put no one person on no block with this kid. You gotta double up on this kid, and this kid is coming, man.
And then they got a gang of a supporting cast around these boys. Like they got playmakers all through the field. And what I liked about it when I saw them, they was throwing that ball. They was crazy out throwing the ball. So I'm excited to see this Willie Hall team.
And another thing too, they're led by the wizard. You know, we call Johnny the Wizard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we call Johnny the Wizard, man. So, you know, led by the wizard. You know, Johnny been around for a while, man.
Johnny is Willie Hall.
Man, and this is one of the best coaches around the board, across the board, man. So, you know, hats out to the wizard, man.
And a lot of people respect Johnny.
And me being one of them.
And I'm talking about from the older generation
Yes,
to the
sir.
middle-aged
Yes,
generation
sir.
and to the younger
Yes,
generation.
sir.
Johnny gets a lot of
Yes, sir.
respect
Yes,
with his
he
Willie
does.
Hall Panthers team coming in at number 2. But now, the number 1 team in the top 5.
What they call themselves? The U, huh?
The U. You heard? 9 and 10, number 1 team,
The U, baby.
The U.
That's what they call themselves.
the U.
Yeah.
What can you say about the U? The most competent coach in the city.
Yeah.
One of the most recognizable players in the city when you're talking about Cam.
Yeah.
You got Will on the team. I like to call him Eric Dickerson.
You got 21, Joel, they call prime time.
Oh man, prime time my new guy now.
Yeah.
Prime time is my new guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Good
And
kid.
what's the other running back name? Keith.
Number 1?
Number 1, yeah.
But they tell me he's really that dude. That's that dude.
And that's why I think Harrell is number 1 because who is that dude on that team? I don't think they have that dude. They just got a lot of they got a lot of guys that can all get in the end zone and anywhere in the game.
And they're really coached up, man. You know, Derek is a good coach, man. He's one of the best coaches to motivate kids. You know, that's one of his things. You know, he motivates kids. And Derek's sweet. You know, all the kids are listening. So one thing about Derek, if he's saying something, they all eyes and they all ears. They gonna pay attention to what he's talking about.
And I look at this team and I look at Derek, and he's really confident in this team here. And when you, as an opposing coach, have to go against Derek's team with the fireworks and the mask and all the antics that they do, how do you coach against that as a coach?
Well, you gotta just try to block it out
Okay.
the best way that you can.
As a coach.
As a coach.
How do you get your 9 and 10-year-old players to block fireworks out and mask out?
You gotta try to just be around them and just try to let them know that, you know, don't go about the distractions. You can't take on the distractions because the distractions will have you somewhere you don't need to be.
Right.
So you gotta just try to stay disciplined to what you're doing and stay focused on the game that's ahead.
But when you think about this, when I think about this Harrell team, I don't see nobody really coming close to beating them this year. I think this year they're too powerful up front because you got the 7-8 champions from 2016.
Yeah.
That won in 2017 at 9 and 10, and now they're at the top of the age bracket in 2018.
Right.
Who's going to beat this team?
Well, it's gonna be a long season.
It's going to be a long
It's
season.
gonna be a long season, and you know, we just gotta see, man. But at the end of the day, they are the top dogs. They won it they won it last year. They didn't win it the year before that, and a couple years before that, they won it like 3 years in a row.
So they're consistent.
Yeah, they you know, when you talk about the Harrell team, you know they pretty much gonna be there. Like Wimp say, when the smoke clear, we'll be there. So you know,
Wimp getting tired of that. That's Wimp line. When the smoke clear, that's a cool Wimp line. But there you have it, bro. We got the top 5, the number 1 team in the city at 9 and 10, the Harrell Rams, the U, as they like to be called. But we're going to give y'all a rundown of the top 5. At number 5, the Pontchartrain Patriots and Coach Chuck. At number 4, the Division II champions of 2017, the Million Raiders. The number 3, the McHugh Eagles. That's my guy, out above. That's my guy. Number 2, the Willie Hall Panthers.
that black and gold, baby,
Led by that kid Keith.
and the wizard.
And the number 1 team, the Harrell Rams.
The U is what they call them.
And there you have it. Top 5 for the 9 and 10-year-old division. Coach Torrey,
Yes, sir.
my special guest.
Yes.
And before we get out of here, we want to send a special shout out
Yes. Mr. Perry Brown.
to Perry Brown.
Man, this man has came in and is doing a great job as an athletic director. And Cole, I believe that you can agree with me on this one. I believe Perry has been, and I know he's just coming in,
Okay.
but he is one that will sit down and listen to you.
Yes.
And he's a transparent type of person,
Okay.
man. He's not one that just try to brush you off. So I like what he's doing. You know, I just ask everybody out there to give him a chance, man, because the man is really trying to do some things to bring North to the next level. So let's give him a chance, man, and you know, let's let this thing go, man. It's time to go with it now, man. It's football season.
And before we get out of here, let me say one more thing. I've been still reaching out to you coaches. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. But I just discovered a Cash App. So if you still want to give to the 1008 Youth Sports for what we do, I got a Cash App and the code is 1008U. That's 1008U, 1008U. Help us out, bro.
And let's support this, man, because this man, in my eyes, he's a genius. Because ain't too many people had this concept in their head of trying to do this for the youth. And when he did it, you know, I'm like, man, you can take this to another level. And throughout the 3 years that Courtney has been doing this, he's been very consistent. So if he asks you for something, man, if he doing, it's for the kids. So let's be a blessing to this, man, and do it for the kids.
And that's how we coming, man. 1008 TV Youth Sports, we're in the building, man. Coach Torrey, Coach Cole, top 5. Holla back. Yeah.
Yes, sir.